Evening all, and welcome back to InfraSpace, here with our grid city, where things are not going as expected, and honestly, I am very confused. I put in more oxygen and more atmospheric processes so we can get more oxygen done on here, because I noticed a lot of our buildings were suffering from the oxygen, which was strange because the O2, we needed like 0.32 and we was making 0.31 or something like that. I can't remember, but it was very confusing. We were just making underneath, but we were basically stuck at 300 people and it wasn't going any further, and it was very confusing. I don't know what was going on with it. So I put in some more, and then they've upgraded, and then they're upgrading and then downgrading because they're not getting enough O2. I keep seeing that symbol pop up, and I don't know why. We have it. There's no cars blocking the lines. It's strange. I wonder whether it's just that they're not getting enough of... See, the oxygen is actually quite low. All of our buildings... I mean, that's okay for oxygen, but a lot of our buildings are suffering from oxygen. And we're producing way more than we need. We're producing like 50% more than we actually need. And I thought, oh, is it because am I falling for my own trick of doing... I've got, you know, am I producing oxygen over here? And obviously it's not being shipped over. No, we haven't done that yet. We're not making steel anywhere with its separate carbon system. It's like, I don't... So I'm very confused as to why oxygen is not getting to our people. But it may not be that. It may be that the oxygen symbol is popping up when they need other things as well. Home appliances might be going too low. I'm not sure. It is just weird. Oxygen does not seem to be getting delivered to places. And we have it in abundance. Well, we should have it in abundance. We don't appear to have it in abundance, but we should. We're producing lots more than we need. And these have been down for a while. These have been down for a good sort of 15 minutes at this point. So I don't get that. But anyway, we're going to need more home appliances. So let's build those. Let's build those and see whether that does it. And some more food as well. So let's do the food first. That seems like a good thing to do. So we can put 2 in here. Two over here. We don't have enough power, so we need to put more power. So let's come over here. Add another wind turbine. Or 2. Or 4. Really not sure. So, connect it like that. Boom. There we go. Now we have enough power. Happy. Okay, and then we want to have more. So I probably need more power going on there because we need to get green research going because we want to get solar panels. Solar panels are way better, but they require steel, and steel requires other things as well. So let's just add in some more power. We've got the power, and then we can build the more things down here. And see whether it's just it might be an issue where they're not getting enough of something, like not getting enough home appliances or something, and when they're upgrading and downgrading it just consumes the oxygen. I don't know. I don't quite understand why their oxygen would be low. Very strange. Well, that does seem to be recovering now, which is weird. Maybe it takes a lot longer than I expected to recover. As I said, I put these down. They're supposed to produce 1 oxygen and 1 carbon every 16 seconds. We're using 0.37 and making 0.5, so don't know. We're now not getting enough copper or iron in because we need iron right there. So let's expand these. Here's our iron. Add another iron mine into there. We'll come over here and we'll add another copper mine into here. And that should do everything we need to do. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. More. All the copper vans coming down. The iron trucks will be coming down. everything should be good. Because I was leaving it because I was hoping we're going to get to like 300 citizens and we'll unlock the next things. But it kind of dawned on me that we're not even finished doing this one yet. So we're okay. We're okay. But we do need green science. We do need green science. So let's do that. Now, green science gets a boost from blue. So I want to alternate blue and green. So what we're going to do is we are going to put in more blue here. Blue here. Boom. Oh, it really doesn't matter what road you're attached to. As long as you're attached to a road, it really doesn't matter. Like that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run another one of these up here to there. And I don't know, we need even more iron. That's fine. Our carbon is perfectly balanced. So, yay, but also nay, because it means we're going to need more processors to do things. So, this is going to become complicated quickly because of how ratios and things work. So, if I was to put in a green one here, it would get a bonus from that blue one on that side, which is great, fantastic. If I put one here, it would do the same. But I'm wondering if I should put it... I want to alternate them blue and green, but then we need more carbon for the blue, don't we? Because the blue uses carbon as well. So I'm going to need more carbon processing, whatever happens. So if I was to do 1, 2... We don't have enough steel. Ah, yes, of course, we haven't built steel yet. That's a problem. And then I was going to put in like these here, this and this, and that would boost the green efficiency up. But then we're going to need more carbon, so then we might do stuff here. I don't know. The trucks are going to get mad because you know we're sending loads up and down the same road. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You also need a power pole. So we can get some green science in. That'll be fine. But we need steel, and that's what I was going to do, and I forgot about it. So what is steel? Steel uses, ironically, iron and carbon. We don't need steel coming down here. We can have steel being on its own area. I was going to muck about with some things off camera, and I didn't. I haven't done that yet. Time has got to me. So... although, now I think about it, Kaboom left some comments on the previous one about for every 5 steel I must have an extra carbon. That's if I'm getting a 16% bonus from them. But we might be getting more of a bonus from them because of having them iron ore and carbon processing unit. Might all be here. I feel like I need to build it and just kind of see whether it works or not, but then that's going to break our production overview because that's just not going to work for us. So maybe what I should do is actually just put it in the town. Consider it being part of the system here, and have carbon being produced with it, because I don't know if I can even get 3 in here. I think it's more going to be of a case of 2. So maybe I'll do that, and then it can kind of share carbon with other things. And also it's on the main grid, and because it's on the main grid, it'd be easier for us to deal with because the production numbers all matter. If I put it off the grid, then the carbon and iron production numbers are wrong because they're not being connected to the main system. We've got to calculate that in, and I'd have to balance it all. And I could figure that out, and I could balance it, but I don't really want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in steel and steel, steel and steel. Then we're going to put in atmospheric processes in between there. And we can't do that because we need more steel. So, okie doke. Okie doke. That's fine. We do need another power cable, which luckily is not steel, it's just concrete. Connect there. And you connect there. We're going to build a grid. There we go. We need more iron to do things. We also need a storage. We're going to need a storage here because we need to store steel. So, I don't know where to put it because this storage is huge. Maybe I shouldn't have put the steel in the area there. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Because these are going to produce steel. They've got plenty of carbon in stock. That's good. So we are producing enough carbon. That's fine. We've got a surplus of carbon coming in. But, yeah, I need somewhere to store the materials. Didn't think that one through. Didn't think that one through. We got rid of that power pole there. I might be able to squeeze it in here next to our science. Move the science out the way. Let's delete that, which is going to affect these over here for the minute. That's fine. And let's put in the storage. God, no. Put it there. But at least have a little bit of a gap. And then the science won't be able to fit behind it. Nope. Wow, those storages are big. Wow, those storages are big. What about if we what to do? Move you whatever. I want to rotate you to here, but unfortunately you're going to have your entrance on the side because of weirdness, and I don't get why. So in that case, we'll just put you like this in the center. You're going to have your entrance on the side anyway, and they're going to drive through the wall. That's fine. And then we can put another science place here if we want to get more science. Okay, that's not ideal. That's honestly not ideal. Regret putting the steel down there, but we need storage for it to go somewhere. The only way we could do it is to run a road up to there, and then the steel is running the storage up there. That's also not ideal. That would be very, very unideal. I think it's making the best of the situation. You don't need multiple research labs. You really don't. But I'm going to put a second one in just to make it look right. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So we've got 2 science labs now. We don't need them because science is way quick enough with only 1. But it's fine. Okay. So we're not producing enough home appliances. We're not producing enough carbon. We're not producing enough iron. We have problems. We can't produce any more carbon right now because we need atmospheric process. So let's put in that there. That means you're getting bonuses from them. So I think I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put in some more atmospheric processors just on their own. Until we can unlock carbon processing, we're reliant on these. So I think if I was to just put in another whole load of them. Just on their own. They unfortunately don't gain bonuses from anything, which is a shame. But yeah, so now perhaps we can be making enough. We're making an over surplus of oxygen, but that's fine. But then what we can do is when we unlock in our research, we're way off of it. We need to go down to here, particle filter. So once we get to large town, we're gonna go carbon nanotubes, science, particle filter. We're gonna go straight for that, which gives us the oxygen processor and carbon filter. And the oxygen processor and carbon filter are just their dedicated version. So we can change all of the ones in here with carbon, because they will boost the carbon up of these ones here, and change this one, and change this one. That's the wrong ratio. Isn't that, so this is 16. Yeah, this is 1:1. This is 1:1. I should have done it the other way around. I should have done one steel factory to 2 steel mills. That's my problem there. That's what I messed up there. Let's fix that. Let's get rid of 2 of the steel mills. Let's just dawn on me here a bit. Once we get the carbon processing, we can replace these ones with carbon processing, which will mean they get more of a carbon boost to it. They produce twice the amount of carbon, but then you have to build oxygen ones to produce the oxygen. But you don't use as much oxygen as you do carbon, although you do very quickly have to increase population, so it does kind of balance. So we'll change all these ones for carbon, and then like a dedicated one here will change for oxygen. And that should help balance it, because said right now we're producing over twice the amount of oxygen we need, and well, we're producing twice the amount of carbon as well because of this I've just done here. So yeah, we don't have power, we don't have iron, we don't have home appliances. That's okay. Power. How are we doing for? Hold on. How are we doing for green? You require sulfur. Now this is where the production goes wrong, because this says we're producing enough sulfur, but because we're not connected to the grid, we're not producing enough sulfur. We're not actually gaining enough sulfur. So I am very much regretting doing this, building a separate system out here away from the grid. I should have put everything on the grid. Even the concrete factories should have been in the grid. Everything should be in the grid, and maybe we should have mined the sulfur up from the very center one and then put this somewhere else. And regrets. But we can fix it. We have the technology and the power. We could mine that sulfur there. That only looks like it's going to be like 1 grid space. A bit ago. 15. Oh, it's going to be right in the middle of it, isn't it? Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Why can you not conform to my beautiful, beautiful grid system? Damn you. There's kind of 2 of them. That's okay. We'll go with 2. We'll go with 2 of them. We'll get some sulfur mines going. 1, 2, 3. They're going to need power. Let's put power in the center. And then the other side of it we can do whatever. We'll have to do a mixed square, and then that one will have to be a mixed square. I'm just going to run these straight down to connect there. Oh wow, what happened there? for a moment, please. There we go. And then we'll sort you out later when we come up here. So that's going to be producing sulfur, which means you're now going to be getting sulfur. That's fine. Might move this. Might move this to inside the grid. Move that. Mine the sulfur up here. Mine sulfur and sand here. That might make sense. Yep. We've got a storage in town. We can move the storage out of town as well and move our steel processing out of town, so we could have like a more industrial area here. Steel does want to be used in a building later on when we start making motors and things. So we need to figure out how to incorporate steel into that. That might be easy enough to do because we could just do 1 steel, 2 steel, 2 motors, and 4 carbon processors, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's build another home appliance system. Bomb and bomb, which means we're going to need more iron. And the road is struggling already. Iron, iron, iron. There we go. Yep, the road is struggling already. We don't have any faster roads yet. We haven't researched them. We are really low for power. How are you for power? We're going to need another power pole out there. How are you for power? You're fine. You're fine for power. Okay. But our main grid system is not fine for power. We are very much struggling. And wind just isn't enough. Isn't enough anymore. So we're going to have to replace all of this wind power with solar power, because this is not working the way I want it to work. So the regrets. But yeah, might move steel out up to here. Might move concrete down here as well. We can mine sand and sulfur here. And then all the production numbers will add up because everything will be together. And I think that's the better way to do it. So then you can just look at these numbers and go, hey, we need more of this. And I haven't got to worry about, well, what about this producing over here? And what about that producing down here? And blah, 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 blah. And yeah, everything's on the main grid. Everything's on the main road system. Everything will be fine. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And we'll do it. We'll do it now. We'll do it now. So let's grab this. Find where the hell it is. Then it's up here. Okay. Concrete doesn't get a bonus from it. It doesn't get anything bonuses because it doesn't. Actually, concrete gets bonuses from sand, and I think so. Maybe actually. Maybe. What if I did this? That. And then we grab the sand as well. I'm going to grab the old ones. It's cheaper to move them. It's grab sand. Cheaper to move them, but slower. Definitely slower. Then we did this. That's not ideal because it looks like it's mining the factory. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's how it works. They directly input the stuff. No, get rid here, I think. Yep. Same as sand. Same as other ones. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio though. I believe. I'm not sure. And yeah, that might be. Yeah, that might not work as I expected. Especially now you're getting bonuses as well. So we might have to do something else. We might have to squeeze these up a bit closer together. I think about it because they're going to get bonuses as well. So this is going to affect the numbers as well. Oh, I really feel like I need to fire up a spreadsheet and Because now this is getting way more of a bonus than I expected it to ever get. That center, put that there. So this is getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting a 40% bonus. This is getting a 40% bonus. 100. It says there 140% efficiency. Can't always rely on that because if its output's full, it doesn't tell you. So yeah. So maybe that's all going to be wrong, and we're going to struggle with stuff over there. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll move the concrete up as well. We'll move the concrete. Sorry, we'll move the storage up. It can have its own center, its own block there, and then above here we can do more sulfur mining and other stuff going on there, and then this can all be its own independent thing, and that is great. And we'll move the steel up there, and we'll do all that next episode. But right now, what I want to do is I actually want to remove these. Remove that. Remove the construction material. You don't lose it. It's just like it's a magic storage. So yeah. So there we go. So now we look at the production materials, and we're not producing enough copper, but everything else is fine, even with the bonuses, because this figures out even with the bonuses. So it's actual physical of how much you use and how much you're producing. So other than copper, we're fine. We're fine, and copper's easy to fix. Oh, we pushed the right button. We go the wrong way. Come up here. We stick in another copper mine, like so. There we go. And copper's fixed. And now everything is fixed. And now I just need to basically sit back, relax, and wait for everything to upgrade and for us to get settlement, which should be fairly quick. Hopefully. But yeah, I think that's better. I think that's better putting everything on the grid there. We might move the steel up there as well. Have some steel production up there. Because right now the steel's all taking stuff and moving it up there. Yeah. And there we go. We are city level status. Hurrah! So we'll leave this one here, and we'll pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.